How's it going, folks? I'm Neb from Neb's Tech Bits, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet today. We're checking out Popular Mechanics, June 1980. That looks like a pretty interesting bobsled, my guys. Looks like we got 8 cures for Wiggles, Ghosts, and Snow. But what if I want the Ghosts and the Snow? I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Save $100 at Sears for a air conditioner. He looks like a pretty happy guy, it must be right. Lots of advertisements for cigarettes and the alcohol. Wow, is that a free candy van? All those people look like upstanding citizens that would never be seen anywhere near a free candy van. Is that back in the day when you were supposed to haul arse around with one of those things? I legitimately have a memory of my friend's grandpa having a big free candy truck that had seats on either side like a bus, but it was a van. I must have been wrong. Never trust your childhood memory. Very few people will ever know the hell of trying to tape record a CRT television, especially back in the day when you didn't know if you were going to be in focus. You didn't know what you're exactly looking at because you weren't exactly looking at the film. You had to wait until it got done, until it got developed, and come on back. Oh my god. Yeah, let's get the 80s lights into it, shall we? Monroe, buying shocks. They don't advertise this stuff anymore. Legitimately, can you do this these days? Can you get away with that? Or, would it blow your engine block? I mean, my ex-wife's brother blew the engine block out of a used truck that he just bought by mudding it outside of town. Just taking it through some mud puddles, and all of a sudden the thing just broke. Oh my goodness, a calculator. Those are exciting, aren't they? Oh, wait, it prints? That is actually legitimately pretty exciting. Dull tools can hack it. What is that, woodworking? Is that woodworking? Such ancient materials. Diamond hone your wood. The Hearth computer, big deal back in the day. Now they're like all over the place. I'm not sure I would trust one of those units back in the day. That would probably be unbelievably difficult to program right on there. Pull my finger, eh, kids? Remember Kmart? I don't. Apparently, we had Kmart in Canada. Closest thing to Kmart I had was People's. And we also had Zellers. That was always a lot. Always a lull. Popular Mechanic takes a look at pump a drink jugs. Pump a drink. I haven't heard of those, but they definitely sound kind of fun. Kind of fun, like being out on the boat. So Popular Mechanics, it turned out. Oh wait, Chrysler had a marine unit. Does that mean that I won't see any advertisements for Datsun because Datsun turned into Chrysler, right? Anyways, Popular Mechanics used to always be about boats, but not necessarily about vehicles. If you wanted to get more into the vehicles, you had to kind of get into Mechanics Illustrated. And there was some talk. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my boys mow lawns weekly, not counting our own. Yeah, good luck getting kids to mow that kind of lawn without. Oh, my goodness. If you had to get kids to mow that amount of lawn, oh my God, 20 years later, they would be telling somebody stories of abuse and the fact your mom was a narcissist and oh, I'm not even going to. Moving on. Hey, this is some interesting overt spousal abuse. Only Territon has the best. It's so good that we don't beat each other anymore. Oh man, because it means that we won't fight. We'd rather light than fight. I don't know. There's something creepy about that. I mean, was physical abuse so normalized in the 80s that if a woman came to work with a black eye, no one would say anything and nothing would have been done? That's sticking with me. That kind of I don't know. Oh yeah, check it out. Oh no, I can't sell my razors. Oh shoot, I said it now. Now I'm gonna get advertisements on my phone for the next 3 days, right? No, they've been pushing these things for a long time. Mm-hmm. We're post pulling for her pleasure. That actually works quite a bit. Get a tire and pull the thingy. Man, I pull fish like that out of the water all the time. It's not a thing. I'm sure I could do it anytime. I just choose not to. Oh wow, look at this guy. Okay, the cigarettes where the guy's like totally into his own thing and the girl who's kind of just passing by, oh, hey, by the way, you look really. And meanwhile, the guy's just like, I don't know, he's just over the top. Is he wax? It's always got to be, he's got his cool thing, and a girl passing by is interested. Like, the girl interested is half the thing. But if you want a girls to pay attention to you, and you want to smell like a fruit bowl, because that's what girls like men smelling like, fruit bowls. The first sexy time shop I ever went into, they were selling these. What the heck is that? Try running with your hand over your. Oh, okay, okay. It's a filter. Anyways, first sexy time shop I ever went into. They were talking about I'm sorry, they were talking about this cologne that would give off this pheromone to make women, in the mood and stuff like that. The only down part about it was that the stuff smelled like stuff that their grandparents would use. Geez, that's a small car. So all of a sudden, the ladies would be thinking of their grandparents, and all of a sudden, like interested in sexy time, and then all of a sudden, they're having mental breakdowns because they're thinking of these two things at the same time. Damn, I want a chainsaw all of a sudden. I don't know, my friends say orange and yellow are kind of gay, but that looks pretty freaking awesome. I heard that all the Marlboro guys died smoking. I didn't even really believe that that was a cowboy because he just looks too pretty. He just looks way too pretty. Like they didn't even do him up because this is before the time when you could edit things. He just looks too damn pretty. Those don't even look like they've been used. You're too damn pretty, but apparently, like, I wonder if they just kind of gave him a lifetime supply. If they could just follow him around and take pictures of them. You do you, sir. Brokeback Mountain's coming out. You'll get your time, girl. There is nothing manlier than jet engines and boats. So there's like a boat speed record. After you get to a certain speed, it's almost impossible to surpass it, to get past that, because other people who've tried it have ended up dying, unfortunately. I heard one guy got decapitated in attempts. I've heard of people getting decapitated by airbags going off when they were in the wrong frickin' spot. Man, I always thought the neck was connected a lot harder than that, but let's check out what is new now. Oh, check that out. Something awesome for grandma to use, but she probably wouldn't because everyone would be complaining about her taking up too much space on the road. Check it out. If there's two things that are awesome mixing, it's swimming and alcohol. Nothing could go wrong mixing those two things. A digital delight. An electronic technician and hobbyist can now purchase a logic probe as an inexpensive logic probe. Interesting. Whoa, check it out. Was that the PIK 20E, the first production set? Is this the first production glider? Oh my goodness, that's freaking beautiful. Against the wind, high winds can't accelerate heat loss from yada yada. Electronic washer. Wow. Hope that works out for him. Looks like solar heating was a big thing back in the day, but so was solar heating fraud. I think solar power had issues with that too, didn't they? I know in my area there's a lot of places that have issues with pop-ups kind of opening and then closing, and then it's difficult to support their hardware. This used water, okay. They're being kind of Captain Hindsight over here by saying, what's wrong with this picture? No, these things should be faced in this direction. While people are just basically, I'll put my hardware whichever way my roof goes. Thank you very much. That's all I can do. I see lots of different articles for electric cars. I'm going to bring them all together in the end of all this sometime. But I love the idea of extra wheels for any reasons. You don't need to give any extra. Just give me extra wheels. I don't care. There's more to fall apart. Man, the ladies would love to see that stuff. Just the extra wheels in the back. Oh, check it out. More junk in the trunk. That's where they put her for more leverage, more get up and go. Oh, yeah, that is a hybrid. Nice, nice. Now, here's an interesting piece that nobody really needs to know about anymore because nobody has picture tube televisions. and analog signals aren't going through the air anymore. Huh, we still have Datsun. I thought Chrysler took over Datsun. Maybe that was at a different time. Bicycle commuting. It makes more sense than ever. I was hoping this was going to be about fat bottom girls, riding their bike. Apparently, that was the only video that Freddie Mercury ever recorded, but MTV would never show it because it had topless ladies on it. I mean, why wouldn't you show it? You're MTV. You are the generation that's supposed to show that stuff. I love how gives you a breakdown of everything, and just like that, just it takes a second. You open the book, and it's a lot to take in. These days, our generation can't handle this. Our generation needs like something like this, smacked at them for every. Okay, this is how they like it. They're like, oh here, blah blah blah. Oh, blah, 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 blah. When really you can just be, ah. Oh, there's a bigger picture to take in. Okay, let's just absorb it very slowly. Very nice. If you make a hammock, hot chicks will come and hang out in your yard. And they will stay in your yard if you behave yourself. An in-depth look at the only plug-in remote control home system you'll ever need. This is one of those things you purchase it and you're probably not installing it on your own. Damn, look at all those buttons that probably aren't labeled. See, yep. Oh wait, there is one guy. Okay, some guys will come and hang out, but hey, that's all right. We'll make more friends. That's why guys had more friends in the '80s because they built stuff like this. Women came to hang out and start families, and men came by to talk about how awesome it is. Yeah. Now this is interesting over here. Smoking was a much bigger thing. I'm pretty sure it was in '85. I can still remember little ashtrays in the corner store full of this white sand. Did anyone even care? Like, I guess someone must have cared about how bad the air was with cigarettes, but I don't ever remember ever hearing anyone complaining, oh, look at this power sander. I had never seen one like this. I really, really want to try one of those. That looks like a lot of fun to use. Is that wire, like brush wire? Hey, that looks awesome. Back in the day, you would make things like this for your family if you loved them, but now you don't have enough time to love your family and make stuff like this. You're working all the time. Everyone's working because go feminism. And man, that's just, I love it. So much data. It's beautiful. Good on them for just including a real guy, like a real human guy. It's just good on you guys. The mini panel, it looks good, but man, I'd be terrified to install something like that on my own. Oh, I love that they're still advertising these. You take a Volkswagen chassis and then they send you the kit and then you make it and it just looks so good. I would love to live in that time. Check out this new technology. You can spray wasps from 12 feet away. Now you get a head start before those little bastards find you and sting your ass and your balls right back to hell. Plastic coat your car in 1 hour? Yes, please. Yes. That just seems. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. This guy just seems a little too interested in that duck. I don't know. It's just. Why is he this interested in the duck? Carbide cannons? Yes, please. No gunpowder? Use of matches? Man, I want some. Counterfeit guns, but they're authentic, real counterfeit guns. Here, once again, we have people selling helicopters, probably saying you don't need a license for it. And once again, we have a woman right next to the thing that's being sold. They're selling two things here: attraction to women and the hardware. It's like you buy the one thing and it gets you women apparently. I'd ride one of those. If my grandma brought one of those out of her garage, I would ride that freaking anywhere. I don't care. I don't care. Sharpen your chainsaw like a pro. That just sounds like a nut job idea. I mean, if I wouldn't do it, but girl, calm down. It's a traveling fridge. Just chill. Calm your tits. All right, and we're finishing it with vintage, the ultimate low point, the ultimate point in low taste. Low taste, but a pleasure. She's not even looking at him. What is she has she been drugged? Are you okay? Are they even in the same shot? Yeah, well, this is before computers, and you can mess with things. That's it for me, folks. Net from Tech. But like and subscribe if you like stuff. Always appreciate it. And more importantly, folks, take care of each other. Have a good one, folks.